So on Friday, this thing will not end, Mo. You remember the whole underwear bandit deal? Where she thought initially that the boyfriend was stealing the underwear, and she found out not. Maybe it was the friend.
Oh my gosh, we were going through so much to try to remember this last week. So we thought the boyfriend was it. Kristen had this genius idea. We got to get him out of the house, but you can remain in the house to do your detective work. So we were like, let's pretend to be sick, and he'll go out and get takeout and bring it back, and she can snoop. She found nothing. And all this, and then she put up cameras, right? Was like, I'm going to catch him in the act. And then while her and her boyfriend are eating breakfast, and they have a friend over, and this is a friend that comes over like once a week, if not bi-weekly, they were all eating breakfast. The friend excuses herself to go to the bathroom, what have you. Next day, girlfriend's like, I got underwear missing again. Let me check the tapes. And she's looking, thinking she's going to see her boyfriend creeping through her laundry. It was her girlfriend. It was her girlfriend.
Plot twist.
Her sister. Like, just spent the night, and then while they were eating breakfast, she said, I'm going to the bathroom. She snuck in their room, went in the dirty hamper, and got dirty panties, put them in her pocket, walked out. So the girlfriend's like, oh, my God, it's not my boyfriend. So boyfriend's still in the dark. He has no idea that we thought he was a weirdo for a good 2 weeks, like stealing underpants. She realizes now it's one of her best friends. She goes to another friend, like they're like hanging out after a spin class or something, and she's like, do you like find yourself losing a lot of panties recently? And her other friend is like, yes, it's funny you should say that. We got a panty bandit happening. And then they were talking about it, and they decided, I think it's this other friend. I have proof. Let's try to catch her in the act this weekend. So they had plans to hang out Saturday with her in an atmosphere where they could confront her about the stolen panties. And that's where we left.
So it was an underwear intervention. That was supposed to happen this weekend. Really ridiculous, right? So Kristen has the email update, and if you have something going on in your life and you got to share it with Bert Show because it's just so strange that you need advice, hit us up at thebertshow.com. All right, how did this intervention go, Kristen?
Easily the most awkward and uncomfortable I've ever been. My stomach was in knots all day before she came over, which didn't seem fair considering she's the one who stole my underwear, not the other way around. I had my other friend come over before the underwear bandit. We each had a drink to ease the nerves. We both agreed I would take the lead since I had the videotape. She arrived. I got her a drink since the whole idea was we were pre-gaming. I had no desire to delay the inevitable, so I immediately said we needed to talk. Out the gate, I flat out asked her, did you steal my underwear? She was stunned and sat there silent. A few seconds passed. That felt like an eternity. That's when I said, let me rephrase that. Did you steal my dirty underwear? She started to stutter, and that's when my other friend chimes in with, what the bleep did you do with my dirty underwear? Which wasn't in the game plan to go that hard that fast. We were staring her down, waiting for a reply, and then she just got up and walked out. I looked at my fellow underwear-less friend and was like, did she just completely bail on the conversation? I immediately tried to call her, no answer. I texted, we have to discuss this. As my friend, you owe me an explanation. Crickets. I know Bert is going to say, let it go. But I don't want to let it go.
That's exactly what I was thinking, to be honest with you.
I want to know where my used underwear went.
That's it?
That is it.
That's how it ends. She's never
That is where we are.
She's never going to find out, right? The friend was caught red-handed and was embarrassed and got up and walked away. You're never going to find out.
No, she has to admit to it's going to bother me. This is going to be an episode of Unsolved Mysteries with Joe Walsh or whatever his name was. I'm going to be so upset. I need to know. I need her to say yes, I stole them, or at least at least lie. Don't just get up and walk out. Who does that? At least lie to me.
And my thing is, it's not even I need you to admit it or even hold accountability. I want to know where my used underwear went that has my DNA on it. That's what I want to know.
Oh, you and the DNA thing
think about
again.
it like
That's
that.
Yeah, what if she's cloning you?
I want to know where my dirty underwear went. I'm entitled to that.
I hope she is cloning you. The world would be a better place. It's I mean, she's so embarrassed by the whole thing. It's clear that she's stealing them, and then she is washing them or not, and then selling them somewhere.
I think
No.
Not washing them, selling them dirty.
Selling them
because
dirty.
People pay a lot. Yeah.
I think she'll come clean about it. No pun.
I see what you
no
did.
pun. I think she will. You gotta give her some time. She's embarrassed right now. She's ashamed, but just keep pressing her, and I think you'll get your answers.
I would put pictures of her up all over the neighborhood, like Panty Bandit, like with her photo, like wanted, $1,000.
She will. I don't think she will ever come back. They will never know. She just dropped this thing. You're never gonna get any answers.
The Bert Show.
Like what you just watched, you can get more of The Bert Show for free. Just listen to The Bert Show podcast on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your favorite podcasts.